Good evening. We have had a great day. Yes, I said a great day. I feel like I'm on such a high right now. The weather is beautiful. It feels amazing outside. It's felt amazing all day. I had a good day with Jude. I have felt pretty good today. This is the best I've felt. I had more energy. I did more than I've done in a really long time. Today was a great day, and I just feel y'all's prayers, and I can't thank you enough. Because even when things get bad around here, I was telling John this the other day, it's like my spirit still stays up. Like even when bad things happen, I'm still up, and that's how I know that just people are praying. And let's see here, how can I hold this? There we go. So anyway, I'm gonna do just kind of a one-shot vlog tonight. Got my pickle juice here. I don't think I've told y'all this yet, but at night is when I get my sickest. And this sounds really weird and gross, but the way I get sick is I get really gaggy, and that's the only way I know how to describe it. I just it's not so much, it is nausea, but more than even the nausea, it's like I'll literally, I'll dry heave, and it just comes out of nowhere, and it's like I can't stop the gag reflex until I figured out a trick. And for those of you out there who are pregnant, maybe having the same weird, crazy phenomena, however you say that, I've been drinking pickle juice, and as long as I have my pickle juice with me, I'll drink some, and that sensation goes away. And then when it starts to come back, I drink some more, and so I drink that really until I go to bed. And a lot of water too, because it's really high in sodium. Anyway, okay, run through of the day. So Kevin came today. Our personal care service hours we got 27 hours a week. It does not start until June 7th. So you're wondering, I'm sure, well, then why did Kevin come today? Well, we also get another, we have another source of how we fund attendant care, and it's called Respite. Respite is through the state, and so we are allotted 10 hours a month at a certain hourly rate for attendant care for Jude, and so that's very helpful. So basically I pay whoever I use for Respite, and then the state refunds me. So starting June 7th, I'll have 27 hours a week plus 10 hours a month plus some ABA therapy. So it's amazing. It's just all worked out, and as God constantly assured me every time I started panicking, he just always just patiently reassured me that it was all going to work out for the summer. So anyway, I'll just give you a quick run through of the day. So Kevin was with us. He got here at 9 o'clock, and Jude has just these bursts of hyperactivity and just kind of chaotic behavior, and he goes from really calm and really chill to kind of normal. Normal meaning just kind of little boy kind of energy, to extreme explosive, hyperactive, running around the house, can't be still, can't find anything to do that's entertaining to him. And that's pretty much the ebb and flow of the day. It's a series of calm, little boy normal, of just kind of being busy like a little boy is, to explosive behavior. So we just learned to take those moments, in strides, and just say, okay, this is not going to last all day long, most likely. Sometimes they last most of the day, and those are bad days. Today was a great day. So those little moments were, you know, 30, 45 minutes at a time, and then we get a break. And I know it has something to do with his brain and just how his autistic brain is wired, and I really think that that's going to sort itself out the older he gets. And I mean, I wish I could figure it out now and know how to help him, but right now we just, when he gets like that, we just stay really close by and make sure that he doesn't hurt himself or hurt others or hurt anything in the house. So anyhow, we started off the day with one of those little explosions, and Kevin hit the ground running when he got here. And so one of the first things that happened this morning was Hazel came running back inside. They were all outside, and I was inside getting ready for us to leave to go somewhere, and Hazel came running back inside with my phone. She said, "Mommy, Mommy, you threw your phone in the swimming pool." So, which it's not the first time that's happened. It's definitely won't be the last time. And I thought, way to go, Hazel. I mean, we knew she was going to be a big help around the house, but it's pretty cool that at 4 she's on top of stuff. She knows where her brother is and what he's doing, and she keeps an eye out for him. So she really helps me a lot. So she brought my phone in, which is amazing, because had she not seen it or brought it back in, I would have lost my iPhone and I couldn't vlog anymore. So that would really stink. I probably could find another way to vlog. I could probably find a camera of some sort, but so yeah, that's how our day started. Then we decided to go to the farmer's market at the fairgrounds in Longview. And so Kevin came with us there, and Jude hit like a little calm point of his day, and he stayed in his seat, which is great. He's getting really bad about getting out of his seat in the car, so that's another thing you guys can pray for us. He's tried to get out of the car actually a handful of times when we're driving, which I don't really like to talk about a whole lot, because if I think about it for too long, then my mind just gets away from me, and I panic, and it causes a lot of fear. So just pray for that for us. I have peace about the situation, but like I said, I don't like to really talk much about it or dwell on it. I'm just putting that in God's hands. So if you do have any suggestions about keeping the car locked from the inside, I would appreciate any suggestions. We do not have child locks. We looked and there aren't any. So any other little nifty tricks that you know of, we would appreciate. So yeah, so we made it to the farmer's market, and Jude immediately was just showing that he was really glad that Kevin was here, and he was riding on his back as we looked at the vegetables and stuff, and that was fun. And anyhow, then we went to Harani's, which is a feed store, and we bought some cherry tomato plants. Hey, Papa. Oh my gosh.
What are you talking
You're
about?
on TV.
On TV?
Oh my gosh.
Where do you get those?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I'm about to stop this if you don't go away.
okay. Was it serious?
It was so serious.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm recapping my day.
Okay. Well, don't forget me.
I won't.
Okay, bye.
I'll put you in there. Oh, my dad. Where was I? Oh yeah, we went to Harani's. They have little baby chickens and ducks there, and so Hazel held a chicken, and Jude was not into that. He just kind of looked in the room, the chicken room, and then walked out. But we got some cherry tomato plants, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, so we came home, and I think Jude was doing okay at that point. Yeah, he was calm enough for me to make a really awesome lunch with my mom. We made bacon tomato sandwiches with fresh tomatoes that we got at the farmer's market, and they were so good. Oh, they were so good. First tomatoes of the summer are always the best, because if you're a tomato lover like we are, you're just chomping at the bits, just I need a tomato. So they were really good, and we found out Jude likes homegrown tomatoes. So he came up and he looked at me, because we peel our tomatoes. I'd been peeling tomatoes and slicing them, and he looked at it like, what is that? And so I sliced them and put some a little piece and put some salt on it. And you know, I didn't know if he'd eat it or not, and he ate it, and he came back for more, and then he took him a big slice and just walked around and ate a tomato, and it just made my heart so proud. So and he ate I told him he ate his first big boy sandwich today, and so did Kevin. So no, Kevin doesn't like tomatoes, but we told Kevin, there's a difference between store-bought tomatoes and garden tomatoes, and so we convinced him to eat a tomato today, and he really liked it. But anyway, Jude ate a sandwich with bacon, mayo, and tomatoes and cucumbers on it. Y'all, that's a huge deal for Jude, because this is a kid that doesn't eat sandwiches, and if he eats a sandwich, it's like a peanut butter sandwich. He eats peanut butter sandwiches, quesadillas, nachos, and spaghetti. Those are kind of like his staples. But he is showing a whole lot of interest in other types of foods and healthy foods, which is just amazing, because it's been so long since I've seen that boy eat good. So great lunch today, and then we decided to go to Solheim to swim. So swimming today was really interesting at Solheim. We yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, we're just going to try to get Jude near the water. But of course, last time when we went, it seemed like he was very interested in what he wanted to jump in. So, sorry, I got to get some pickle juice here. Long story short, Jude did put his toes in, his feet in, and then he'd jump back out, put his feet in, jump back out. He'd kind of giggle, you know, you could tell it was stimulating to him. But he threw my shoes and basically everything that he can find on the side of the pool, he threw into the pool. So that meant my entire bag full of dry clothes and my wallet and my phone, my second phone of the day. Yeah, all that went into the water. So Jude's got this thing with water, and water has gotten him into lots of trouble, let's just say that. He loves to pour water, so he is no, he doesn't care if he's inside or outside. If he wants to pour water, he's going to pour water. So you can imagine all the different scenarios that you could come up with for that issue. So yeah, that was an interesting situation. And then on top of that, there were some women in the pool who didn't understand how Jude is. Completely honest mistake, but it's always really hard when people in public fuss at your child. And so they just, natural reaction, just all yelled at him really fast, and because they were trying to keep him from throwing everything in the pool. And they thought that the bag that was going in the pool was one of their friends' bags. And so one of the women got pretty firm with Jude. And so I had to very kindly, I was very kind, say, you know, he doesn't understand, you know, I'm really sorry. And I think when they realized something was going on with Jude, they were really quick to apologize about the situation. But, you know, for those of you who are parents of special needs children, it's like, even though people don't understand, it still hurts. You know, like when your child gets fussed at in public, or when your child is misunderstood. And I'll never hold that against people at all, or even show that it upsets me, because that's not fair for them, because it's just an honest mistake. But as a mama, you know, it hurts your heart, like deep, when your child gets fussed at and you know that there's something going on with them where they didn't need to do that. So Hazel's response to all that, because it happened so fast, I mean, the women just all like really fast, like, no, 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 you know, and then of course we're in a echoey room, and it was just loud, really fast. Hazel bursts into tears. So I've got Hazel crying on the wall of the room, sitting there, and then I have Jude I pulled Jude over there by Hazel, and then Jude just kind of curls up into the fetal position, and he just lays on me, and I'm like stroking his back, trying to calm him down, because he doesn't do well with people like barking at him or like sudden noises. And so that's exactly what happened all at once. And then Hazel doesn't either. Hazel's very sensitive, and the whole situation was hard for her, so I'm trying to comfort her. And then I don't know what Kevin was thinking. Kevin, maybe you can post below and tell me what you're thinking in that whole thing. But I told Kevin, I said, hey, we can't expect a first, swimming experience to be perfect, right? And so we just kind of laughed about it. But there's my mama. She's been picking plums.
Hello.
Thank you to Leah and Hunter for sharing their plums on their plum tree.
Yes.
And to Nanny, who sold them the plum tree.
Yeah.
And who lovingly cared for it all those years.
Yes, they did.
Which, by the way, Hunter killed a 5-foot water moccasin today, y'all. 5 foot. He measured it with a tape measure. It's crazy. So anyway, that's how swimming went. It was okay. It really was. It was just, other than that little experience, it was okay. Jude did run around the pool once and scared me. So we're gonna have to really work on that, because he could slip and fall. Then we played basketball, and that was really good. And I actually got out on the court today and shot a few and made a few. Yeah, pregnant. And so then we came home. Jude and Kevin did the workstation. Jude went into another explosive behavioral episode for probably an hour or more, and then kind of pulled it back together and calmed down, and before we knew it, Daddy was home. And when Daddy's home, it's all good. So yeah, we had a great day. And I was telling Kevin this today, because he said, I look at you, and I know that basically, long story short, your situation in your life is hard, but I don't see it on your face. Like, you always seem upbeat. And so I said, you know what, Kevin? I said, the only way I'm able to do that is every morning I get up and I get in the Bible, and God gives me a promise for the day. And I pray and I ask God for specific things, and I believe that God's going to give me those specific things. And so that was really cool, to say that, and to hear myself say that, like, yeah, that's why. And to hear somebody else say, I don't see despair on your face, I see happiness. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome, because I feel it deep down. But a lot of times at the same time, I feel stress, and I feel the weight of autism and raising 2 other children and expecting my 4th. But I have peace deep down, and I'm like, that's awesome that people see that peace. So last thing I want to say is the verse that the chapter that God gave me this morning. The way I've been doing my quiet times is I get up and I say, God, just take me somewhere in your word. I know you have something to say to me. And normally just a scripture will just pop into my head that I don't even know what it says. And lately it's just been all in Isaiah. And so this morning, the reference, Isaiah 43, popped up into my head, and I looked it up. And it's this beautiful scripture about walking through the fire and not being burned, and walking through the floodwaters and not being overcome by the waters, and to not be afraid because I'm with you. And so I wrote on my hand today, you will not be burned. Do not be afraid, for I'm with you, Isaiah 43. And all day long, I looked to that. I looked to the promise that God gave me that morning, and each morning He gives me something new, which has been so cool. And that's what I love about suffering, is suffering has the potential to just make you soar in your relationship with God. And I'm telling you, like, even though things are hard right now, I'm soaring. I'm soaring in my relationship with God, because my time in the mornings is absolutely vital to living. And so I'm eager to get up. I'm eager to be in God's presence, and I'm eager to hear from Him. And that is only brought about by suffering and by my precious little boy, and I will never be able to repay him or thank him enough for how he's driven me closer and closer to my God. And so yeah, I hope today's vlog has encouraged you. Sorry there wasn't much action or any action shots today, but my phone was recovering in a big tub of rice. And but maybe we'll get you some action shots tomorrow. Love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Keep on keeping on. Run the race. Run to win.